Welcome to the Trading Daddies. Oh, you know what? This is so hard without John. I'm going to admit that. It is Daddy Bits, your trade ideas show, hosted by the Trading Daddies. I am your host for today, the Master Crayon Eater. John is out doing some traveling. He will be back on the show fairly soon. And it's going to be a fairly short show today. I don't have much to go over. It's just primarily a continuation of what's been going on in the past week for the market. And as the title suggests, AMC to 2500, maybe. If that interests you, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, give us a nice preemptive thumbs up if you guys like this content. Make sure that you guys drop in the comment section down below the stocks you guys want us to cover, and let's get to it after this banging new intro. Welcome to Daddy Bits. It's going to be another hectic week for the market. On Friday, we saw a sell-off, which is usually normal when it comes down to these any type of growth play. A lot of people take money off the top, just want to collect profits, and that's totally fine if you want to protect profits. As the name of the game is to make profits, and if you see them, make sure that you take them. And that's something that I personally don't follow because I am a master ape. Now, I'm not a master ape. I'm just, one of the apes. And I have some very interesting points to show you guys before we get into charts here. The first one that I want to go over is this article from Bloomberg. So this article from Bloomberg basically told us that Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citigroup, and Jefferies Financial are among the firms that have adjusted their risk to control the prime brokerage operations, meaning that trading in companies of AMC, Microvision, and GameStop Corp, they're trying to protect themselves from the potential risks of all these naked shorts that have been going on. And if you guys watch us religiously, we did cover that yesterday on our podcast. We did show you guys a clip of what was actually said on CNBC. For those who don't know, there was an interview on not an interview, it was a segment that they usually do daily. And one of their analysts kind of spilt the beans and said, there are naked shorts. There are hedge funds that are borrowing stock that aren't even there to begin with, or shorting stocks that they don't even own. And then Melissa Lee said that, it's naked short selling. So the cat's out of the bag, guys. There's now it's the media saying it, that there are naked shorts that are going on right now, and the level of illegality that's been happening in the stock market to keep our attendees away from us needs to come to an end. And I think the general idea here is as long as you can hold, right? These are shares that you currently own. And it's going to be harder for the hedge funds to buy these shares at the price that they want to cover and minimize their loss. So the idea is, as long as you're holding these shares, the price of the stocks go up because there's going to be a limited amount of shares. Plus, AMC already said they're not planning on diluting the shares until next year. So there's going to be definitely more upward momentum, and there's going to be, I feel like there's going to be a melt up for the share price tomorrow. So make sure that you guys are keeping a lookout for that. And the stocks that I actually want to cover today are primarily the stocks that have been being talked about a lot in the past few weeks. And the first one, actually, let's get through the QQQ real quick. I'm going to show you guys what I see on these here charts. The QQQ, we drew this this range right here, and what really showed us is it broke that range. So this could be a potential scenario where we could go start going for longs on our growth plays, on our hype plays, and tech in general. We definitely could see a continuation again with any type of big move like this. This was what 5 points, so 5-point move. You guys definitely see this hammer. There could be some consolidation for a few days. Might even see a little bit of a dip, but this is a very good sign that it ended above this range that we were talking about, because that's a previous line of resistance that we saw. Let's take a quick look at NASDAQ futures. NASDAQ futures are a little down, and again, it's still fairly early, so I wouldn't be too alarmed. Alarmed, that's the word. Yeah, alarmed. And again, remember how I said on the QQQ, if there's this big flagpole, essentially, there may be a scenario where we might be trading above the EMA 9 for quite some time to form somewhat of a flag before we move ultimately all the way to the side. Remember, consolidation is a short seller's worst enemy, right? So that's the way I look at that. And if we do consolidate for a bit, great, load up and accumulate and go long when you guys do. Again, before we move forward, not financial advice. These are just stocks that, we look at on a daily basis to see if there's any type of value that we can get into and potentially make some profit. If you guys are following our trades, make sure you guys manage your risk accordingly. And if you guys win some money, just give us a nice, shout out, subscribe to the channel, do what you need to do to support the channel for sure. And if you guys lose some money, hey, we warned you. The next, let's take a look at the SPY. I'm pretty sure the SPY is going to be doing a whole bunch of the same thing as the QQQR. Nice rejection bounce. Nice bounce off of the EMA 9 to end in a hammer. Again, any type of move like this, consolidation is might be a possibility. SPY features following the Q pretty much. And the first stock that we actually want to talk about, let me pull this up real quick, is Microvision. I did mention earlier that Microvision is mentioned in that article that we talked about, that I showed you, from Bloomberg. And this is actually interesting because Microvision will run along the meme stocks, right? Microvision has been shorted around 25% is the last time I checked. So we could see a sympathy play. So if you're looking at a potential entry into Microvision, I would take a look at if it opens up lower, as long as it hits the EMA 9, that's potentially where I would start a position. And by no means are we overbought at this point. RSI is below 70. Let's take a look at after hours. I'm interested to see last Friday. So yeah, it ended up flat after hours, and we're essentially just trading sideways, and it didn't break down. So it's pretty cool. The next stock that I want to talk about, John, come back. I miss you. Hey. Blackberry is the next stock that I want to talk about. Blackberry is another meme stock, actually, but this has some potential to run with AMC and GME. If anything, we did see some sell-off pressure on Friday. People just collecting profits. Blackberry, to be honest with you guys, reminds me of what AMC did running together with GameStop in the first squeeze that we saw. So definitely keep an eye out for Blackberry. And the last stock that we want to talk, I gotta stop doing that. The last stock that I want to talk about is AMC. AMC, guys. This could potentially be it. We did see, I drew this mark 46 as an alert for myself to see if there's any type of downward pressure after that. I'm using it as a level of support currently, and it did bounce off of that. And we've mentioned this before. This may trade sideways. It may dip a little bit lower, as we saw right here. You guys see this wedge that I drew. And this could potentially, if this was a doji, this could potentially be been a falling star. But what's very interesting about AMC is this. If we take a look at the after hours, besides all the naked shorting that's been been revealed in the past 2 days, after hours, there was a lot more selling pressure after hours. The idea was, there was a report by Ortex saying that the shorts have started to cover, right? And when that happens, a lot of people think, oh, that's it. The squeeze is over. They've already covered their shorts. But in reality, there's a lot of other data that suggests that only 1% has actually been covered, and there's more people, there's more shares that need to be returned in order for them to be in the clear. So there could be another scenario where there's another short squeeze or another pump in this next coming days. And you saw right here, this is right around the time where they had that report, 1530. What is 1530? 1 o'clock to 12, 3:30, somewhere around there. Yeah, that's all right. Roughly around 3 o'clock, we saw a little bit of a rebound from the lows of $41, right? 41 and 46, and it ended up being getting to 43.71. So there was a bounce off of the lows because of that kind of media action. So we definitely saw some people buying in after hours, and I feel that there's going to be a continuation to the upside if we ever break some levels. I do believe that. But my plan for AMC is, as I said on yesterday's episode, that I opened up some covered calls. That's going to open up at least 50%. I'll take some money off the table, and I'll probably, hop into a few calls, maybe just, get in some shares and just ride it out and see what happens. But that's my personal play, and that's my personal opinion on what could be going on with AMC. Could we see 2,500? Who knows? Who knows? The price action or the price of AMC will be dictated by the amount of people that are actually holding the stock and how long you're willing to hold for. There's no shame in taking profits if you see that the profits are good enough for you, right? But there are people who are saying 100,000, 500,000. Let's be realistic here. No company will ever get to that point. Are you Berkshire? I don't think so. But you know what? Just for curiosity's sake, at the end of this, I might just leave 100 shares in the portfolio just to see if we can get to those levels. And it's just me trying, because I've already had much success with the position that I'm willing to take that last part of the risk and let it ride. That's just, again, not financial advice. But that is primarily it for Daddy Bits today. If you haven't yet, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, give us a nice thumbs up if you guys like this content. Drop down in the comment section below the stocks you guys want us to cover. Also, if you haven't yet, follow us on all our social media. Follow me at Trading Poppy. Follow John at John C Trades Trading Daddies for the both of us. Robinhood stocks for 15% off your entire purchase. You know what? We just dropped some new merch. Check out our Instagram at Trading Daddies so that you guys can see the new merch that just dropped today. Some heat for you guys. And if you haven't yet, make sure that you guys hit up our friends over at Bust Down Investments. If you want to be a new trader, learn how to trade, brush up on some skills, or just be part of a nice community of traders that will definitely have your back and teach you the ways that we do it. It's not, there's no right way of trading, right? There's different styles to do it, and you'll definitely see a plethora of different techniques and different styles to trading. So, just join the community, have fun with us, and then see where it takes you. So hit up friends over at Bust Down Investments if you guys want to have more information and more details about the seminar for Wednesday will be coming out tomorrow. If you're interested about joining that too, make sure you shoot us a DM. Remember, guys, let's get trading, and the charts do not lie.